Hello, we are live from Virginia, USA. Who is there? My name is Sherifa Nakalema, business owner, and today I had to deal with the business owner issues. So it took me a while. I got stuck in traffic. Normally I drive this journey like late in the evening, so it's faster. Today it took me a long time to get here. Sorry, I put out a message when I saw I couldn't make it. How are you all doing? Welcome, Sean, welcome, Charles, Wasaja, welcome, Zuleika, welcome, Joe, welcome, Frederick. I think, Frederick, you prefer this kind of time. You know, I put out a poll earlier. I wanted to come at 6 so that 6 your time so I could go after. But then more people chose the later time. So I had to go. I decided to go, but then it took a while to get back. So how are you all doing? Welcome, Simon. How are you? For those of you who watch this later, when I come live, I come because of my community. Normally, it's not about like teaching, except when I'm talking affiliate marketing. I like to interact. So join us. We interact a lot. And this one is about, I said, I want us to get to know each other, what Google would call discovery. The plan. What is our plan for our careers, for our futures? And as I'm doing this, my intention is for me to get to know you better, but also you to get to know each other better. Because right here, I know, like from communicating with some of you, I have people who are interested in cooking, like chefs and like people who have different interests. And then I realize I'm getting more of them. Like right now I have, I think, 3 people who are interested in cooking, maybe 4. And some of them are male, some are female. So you get to connect, because of what you do. So today, my intention, I'm sorry we are starting late, and you have to know the time changed here is really a challenge for me. Everything I'm doing is like, what? Whenever I look at the time, it's not working well. And I don't like this kind of time, the fall and the winter. I prefer spring and summer. And to get to spring, it's going to be in April. That's when spring is coming. So we're going to do this for a while. So I want to get to know you. I want you to get to know each other. But my intention, even you who watches this later, is know that we want to have a community of people who care about what they do. I know YouTube is about, okay, people, they subscribe to channels and even forget that they subscribe to channels. That's not the intention. The intention here is for people to know who we are in the community. Welcome, Frederick, Simon, okay, I'm good, madam, okay. Yes, so I want to know, and hopefully we can get more people to join us, so that as we are chatting, we get to know what you care about, and then we can have people supporting each other. And then I want to discover those people who care about what I do, people who care about what I do. Remember, I told you I have a big goal of having people create like you, not me, creating like call centers, or we have like virtual assistants, or like people working from where you are. My passion is for people to stop leaving their countries to go look for money from other countries. You can make the money from where you are. That's another deeper, a bigger goal. So if you can discover those people who believe the way I believe, some people just don't like their countries, they want to go. But there are those who, some of you love to be where you are, if it was comfortable, if it was a good life, right? You want to be respected. Those countries you want to go to, they may not respect you because you are strange, you're a strange person. And so some jobs we do, that's not the jobs we want to do. So that's a deeper goal for me. So let's see who is here. Welcome, Doreen. Now, I was listening to someone talking about careers. Now I'm about to start. I have a list here of all of you, by the way. I have a list of all of you, if I can put something on the side of your against your names, if you participate in this, because they were asking, I want to know what you really care about and what you really want to do, because sometimes you are forced to do things just because of the money, but what do you really want to do? If you had to put in the effort and you are ready to do it, what do you really want to do? So they were saying the guide for you. I don't know, are you interested in this topic? Because that's what I chose. I chose this topic because this is what I want us to talk about. But the intention is to discover what we all want to do. Where do we want to end? Remember we talked about the 10,000 hours? Those 10,000, like you spend 10,000 hours to become an expert. So if you are to become an expert in something, what would it be? So I know we touched that a little bit, but today I want to bring a different angle. So all of you, this is someone was saying that this is a way to discover some things. Let's first list our hobbies. What is your hobby? Who can start showing your hobbies? Because this is going to lead us to where we want to end. Because some people are lucky that their hobbies can become their careers. They can earn a living from their hobbies. So who can start by putting their hobby? Doreen, what's your hobby? Simon, what's your hobby? Fred, what's your hobby? Joram, Sean, Zuleika, all of you. What are your hobbies? Let's see if you can create a career for you from your hobbies. Can you please respond? What is your hobby? Like if you didn't have to work for money, what is that thing that you could do and not care about time passing? You are so happy doing it. What would that be? Browsing the internet and football? Okay, Frederick, you really like to browse the internet as your hobby? Let me find your name right here. Where is Fred? Let's see. Let me see. Yes, it's a good topic. Okay. Because we want to discover ourselves. But remember, as we are doing what we are doing, watch how people are responding. Because you may discover, like Google does, discovery. When you put an ad in Google, there's what they call the discovery time. They're trying to discover who is really interested in that thing. So as you are doing this discovery, watch out how people are responding. You may find that you are actually want to connect with someone. Note the name. Find them in Facebook, although some people use different names here. It's crazy. But if you ask me now, I know who they are. Because me, it's a qualification. Before I get to know you, I need to know who you are here and who you are in Facebook. So if you find a problem, you cannot find the person, you'll ask me. I'll let you know who that person is in Facebook. So browsing internet, that's Fred, and football. Okay. So football, let's see. During reading novels and playing draft. How can we create a career out of that? Can we create a career out of that, Doreen? I don't know. Okay, draft and novels, maybe you're going to write them. You're going to write them? Who else? Let's see. Listening to music and playing football. Now see what I was talking about? Now we have Fred and Simon. You both care about football. So, in fact, one of the things I have to talk about, let me put it somewhere here. That's good. So we have football people, Fred and Simon. Now, the other question they say, what are your skills? Something you know. Something you can put the 10,000 hours into. What are your skills? Let me see, what are your skills? Now that we know, okay, you like doing that, but are you skilled in that? For example, okay, you want to listen to music, but are you skilled? Could you sing? Could you sing, Simon? Doreen, could you write? Could you write a novel? There's a book I talk about in my videos. I don't know if I have it close here. The book shook me up. Because the lady wrote this story, you would think it's a real story, but it was actually a novel. She was trying to illustrate in fact, I give it as a free download. For those of you who are interested, She was trying to illustrate the power of the law of attraction in action, and she put it in a story, in a novel, in a book. I could not believe. When you read it, you think this is a real person, but actually it was her creation. So could you do that, Doreen? Could you write? Reading, listening, and computer literacy. I think, Fred, you have a lot. And this one, the computer literacy stuff, that's why you could find a career, Fred, my opinion. Because of what's going on now, you could just create short courses or something. You have to get more knowledge and be up to date all the time. You could have a YouTube channel. I don't know, Fred, if you like computer literacy, so why don't you have a channel where you just talk about the new things in computers? What's new with computers? You follow other journals, other people who are always talking about this, and come and share with your audience. Why don't you do that? It could be something to add into your channel. That's a suggestion for you, Fred. Listening, let's see, reading, listen, yes, madam. But my parents never wanted me to join music industry. Yeah, because of what people do. Because when you change to music industry, Simon, it's how they choose, the way they dress. That for some reason, if you're going to be a decent musician, I think it could be fine. But if you're going to go there and change and become something else, I think that's why. There's something maybe they do, they don't like. You have to prove it to them. If you listen to, there are some people who believe that you go by your whatever. You shouldn't listen to your parents. I don't know. I'm not giving you advice on that. But there are some people who strongly believe that you do what you want to do if you're an adult. Let's see. Sometimes you have to prove to your parents that this is a good thing. Because if you do it, it depends on the kind of music. There are people who religious music. You can do religious music. I don't know. I'm not a music person. I don't know much about music. Let's see, computer skills. During computer skills, anyone who loves computers, this is the age of the computer. You could even do it to the level of creating your own app stuff. You see people who, do you know that YouTube was created by people, young people? And Facebook, I think they were young people. Who knows who created YouTube the first time, before it was bought? Do you know Instagram? The same story. Because you can, if you have the computer skills, you can develop things, something huge, something we haven't even seen. It could be your invention. Let's see. I can write one. Yes, I'm telling you, the lady wrote a book. I could not believe. You could not put it down. If you want to know this book, I can. It's on my website. Those are my skills. My hobby is browse. Oh, those are your skills. Okay. Your skills. Let me go back, Fred, to your skills. Computer literacy. Okay. Then, do you prefer to use your skills to earn money or your hobby? Which one? Yes, but also if you know the story of Instagram and the YouTube story, if you find out how they became, these were young people creating things, so you never know. So now they said, because we're trying to arrive at what you want to focus on and to be, to maybe to earn your money and all that career. So they talk about personality, the personality, because you could be, maybe you love music or whatever you love to do, but actually you are an introvert. Introverts, you know, introverts and extroverts. If you are an introvert, you are shy. You can't even go out and talk to people. You can't say, I want to be a motivational speaker. When you are really an introvert, you don't want to get out of your house. You see what I mean? That look at your personality. So how is your personality connected to this? So let me ask, out of curiosity, let me see. Who here is an extrovert? You understand, right? Introvert, extrovert? Who know the meanings? Who can tell us the meanings? Introvert, shy, right? And extrovert, loud. They don't care. They just step out. Sometimes I talked about colors. The extrovert would be the one with the red color. They don't mind. They're out there. And then the blue would be the one who's very, very shy. They don't want to speak or anything. So the other thing they wanted to know after I know your personality is your values. Your values. What do you care about? Fred, what do you care about in your career? Because someone could care about being integrity. You could care about integrity, that if you are provided to do a job or a service, whatever you do, maybe you're a perfectionist, or what do you care about? What are your values? 50-50 on what, Fred? 50-50 introvert, extrovert? I think, Fred, you have some shyness, I think. So when you are doing those colors, blue, green, red, I think you would be a green. Maybe you are right. You're not red, you are not a blue, you are right there. But you are more on the blue. That's my opinion. My opinion. You have to work on, if you want to be a public person, you're going to work on getting out there. Like, let's get to know what you really care about. It's not coming out, Fred. I want to hear it strongly, strongly. Like when you come your videos, when is your next video? Okay, so are you introverts or extroverts? You said 50-50, Fred. What about Doreen? Doreen, you sound like you could be an extrovert. What are you? You don't mind to get out there? Or you mind? You want to be? Okay, is it going to be every Monday, Fred? What's going to be your day? You have to choose a day so that your people know which day you upload videos. And introvert, oh, Musa, welcome. You are here. Are you really? Are you an introvert? Was it hard for you to record that video, Musa? No. Yala Musa, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi. I don't think so. I don't think you are an introvert. You wouldn't be doing what you are doing. Okay, you have to tell them. If you're going to do a video every Monday, tell them and tell them what time to expect it. I don't agree with Musa that you are an introvert. Are you? I don't think so, by the way. All of you got data, right? I sent you data, but because we didn't use it, the data I sent you stays for a long time. So please, next Friday, I'm not going to give data. I'll just give the ones who win money. But the data is taking you up to the next Friday, next week. I don't know how we're going to do it. Because what I see also is that although I support you with data, but I don't see you so much on the videos. Because if you're coming on the weekends, then now I'm giving enough for this weekend and next weekend. Because I don't see some of you on the videos. I have to see your comments on the videos. I have videos daily. Okay, yeah, Musa, I don't agree that you are an introvert. Really? So then that means what there is talk about people who are introverts, that what drives them is their purpose. Like I was talking in one video, the person, if you want, you can research the co-owner of ClickFunnels. He talked about that what drove him to come out is he knew he had information that would benefit the world. So he was forced to come out. But otherwise, he's an introvert. Are you like that? No, Fred, you don't have data because you are MTN. So I'll talk to Aula. You're going to get. He deals with those later. So the other thing they said, what are your core values? I want to hear them, please. What are your core values? What do you care about? Those of you who come and watch this later, please put your core values. Also, respond to these things. I'm getting to know my community also. I'll watch it. Put the comments when it becomes a video. You know, it takes a while and then it comes back as a video. This is the live. Let's see. Really, Simon? Simon, I think I would agree just from seeing you in the video. But also sometimes you may be like that just because you are not confident enough. Sometimes it's confidence that makes a person look like an introvert. When actually you gain the confidence, the inner thing comes out and you say, wow, I didn't know I was like that. I think so. It happens sometimes. As you get more confident in what you're doing, the personality could change. Okay, Musa, what did you say yes to? And then I had something else. I said the core values. I want to hear your core values. What do you really care about as a person? Like when you're doing a career, what do you care about? For example, here, like for me, I would say I care about knowing what's going on at home and my family and all that. That's why I chose to be home-based, to do something that's home-based. So what are your values? Yes, what do you care about? Oh, you want to switch? Fred, now you want to switch? You want to switch because you're already on the list, on the MTN list. They're going to give you MTN. And now if you switch, you have to communicate with Aula. You have to communicate with Aula if you want to switch. Because we have a list of MTN people and Airtel people. But MTN are very few. Like MTN are like 5. You are on that list. I think it's better leave it, Fred. Only if you're going to communicate with Aula to tell him that to move you from that list. You know, we keep lists. You see? All of you in my chat, those of you who come in my chat. Okay. Let's discuss this, please. It's important. And I see more people coming. I don't know if I should go back or what. I'm on I wanted to know the personalities of people, introverts, extroverts, and then we're talking about the core values. Who volunteers to start? I care about perfection. Okay, so if you started a service and you're providing a service, you gotta do it perfectly. That's how you want to come out, like that. Like they expect quality, right? You have to be careful. Perfectionists, they tend to be slow sometimes. And if you're an employer, you're gonna be tough on your employees. So be careful. Check it, Fred. Sometimes it can be good enough to go. Okay, who else is putting their values? Monsayala, what are your core values? I see you out, you're helping the community. What do you really care about? What are your core values? And then also, as we do this, being upfront and caring about my dean, family and friends. Okay, so that's good. So that drives you, right? That drives you and gets you out of that shell. And believe me, you 10 years from now, you'll be seeing this chat and saying, did I say I was introvert? You'll not be. You'll not be. Because your drive, that whatever, those things you just listed, if you care about your dean and you care about your family and your friends, that will drive you. That's your why. Your drive is why you get you out of there. So I want to hear more. What do you care about? I see people on, but they're not chatting. What are your values? What do you care about? And then I'm going to get to another question, which is, what do you want to achieve from your career? What do you want to achieve? Because some people they want to be bosses. Like they want the promotion. They want to be the boss. Others, they just want more money. Others, what's your goal? Especially men. I want to hear from men. What would be, what do you want to achieve when you take on a career? What would be your goal? Doreen too. Doreen, you say you want to go all the way to master's and PhD. What are you chasing? What is it? Power? Knowledge? What? Because I have here, yeah. What do you want to achieve? To be the most knowledgeable in that field, the expert, or do you want to make more money, or what is it? My inner self is introvert, but the stuff I'm pursuing is already changing me. Yes. I can see that already. It's changing you, which is a good thing. I'm clapping for you. That's good. Your passion can drive it. Okay, please. I see more people coming on. Participate in the chat, please. What we are doing here, we are discovering what we want to do with our lives, our careers, our future plans. But let's first discover who we are. I started off with, those of you who came late, I don't know if you want to put a title. I asked your hobbies. Even you, Musa, I don't think you are here. Oh, you want to be an international icon? Like Mufti Menk? Do you want to be like Movement? I'm an ambitious person. I do my thing. Okay, so, but what are you trying to achieve? Or like Yala Musa said, an international icon. So Dori, what is it? Do you want to be an expert in your field? Because I think at some point you said you want to pursue all the way up to PhD. If you're going to be a PhD person, you're going to be an expert, right? You want to be an expert writing books in your field? Is that your goal, or is it money? Is it money? So Yala Musa, if you want to be an international icon, what's driving? What is it? Do you want to share what you know? Do you want to be knowledgeable and known? Like, oh, they know him everywhere? Or what is it? What is driving you? Or you think you're going to get more money? They give you money? Knowledge and power. Yes, knowledge and power and money. You know those two? Knowledge, power equals money. Money will come. Once you have the knowledge, money will come. Only if you don't want, especially these days. You know, there are people with knowledge. Robert talks about them a lot in his books. You could be an expert, but you don't know how to use it. But right now, you could just put out a paper, something, and download some and sell it. Monetize. They call it monetize. Like they are here, people who have YouTube channels, but they share knowledge and stuff, but they refuse to put ads on them. They choose not to monetize. Maybe they are fine, but anything can be monetized now. You can make money with it. Hey, welcome, Zulaika. How are you? We're talking hobbies. Oh, madam, yeah. I see you, Angelo. How are you? You got your data? Zulaika, you got data? All of you got data, right? Except Fred. Fred, you get data maybe tomorrow. We'll take care of you. But I think you better you stay on MTN list. If you want, you can be removed. It's up to you. Because this is continuous, right? If you want to go on Airtel list, we can change it. Okay, let's discuss this. I'm going back. I don't know how we're going to catch up because I'm moving forward. Those who just came, we were asking about your hobby. What is that you love to do? That if you didn't have to go out to work and all this worldly stuff, you'll be doing that forever and you'll be very happy. What is that? You can put against your name because other people answered already. My hobby is. And then we said, what skills do you have though? Because your hobby could be singing. You like to sing in the shower, but when we put you in American Idol, you can't really sing it. So maybe you love it, but you're not skilled in it. And then we talked about personality. Are you an introvert, extrovert? Are you a shy person or outgoing? What are you? And then we talked about what you care about, your core values. And we talked about what do you want in life. Is it be a big boss, well known in the whole world, an expert in something? You want to put in your 10,000 hours? What is it? All this is the intention is to get to where I want to end with our lives. Okay, let's see what you have. To share my perspective to the world, speaking to bigger international audiences and doing business. Oh, he added in doing business. Yeah. As you do that, you do business too. That's good. Now, Musa, you better put in the 10,000 hours. You know, we discussed 10,000 hours to become an expert. If you are going to go to international audiences and speak, you better have the knowledge. Because number one, the challenge, I'm on Musa now. The challenge you're going to have is cultures. The cultures are different. So if you came here in our masjid to give a khutbah, you will have to study with the kind of people. Like people from how many countries, I don't know. For them to bring in a message that's going to be good for all of us and the way you deliver it and the examples you give. So you're going to be knowledgeable. You travel. You're going to travel a lot. So you understand different cultures. That's my tip for you. Okay, let's see. Charles Wasaja, welcome. I'm working under instruction, but also want to put instruction people to follow. What do you mean? Charles, I'm working under instruction, but I also want to put instruction people to follow. So which means you want to be a middle manager? He described himself as a middle manager, right? You want to be a middle manager. Let me see. I really don't have a specific hobby. Am I normal? Okay, I think you have a hobby. Maybe you don't know. Do you like watching movies? Do you like to be quiet? Just be quiet and sleep? Maybe you want to sleep, be alone. I don't know. But I think, you know what you could do? That was a joke, by the way, bad one. You know, I don't know how to joke. Zulaika, I think, what did she say? You need to take a test. There are those tests they take. Who can tell me what they are? So she can go find out what she likes to do. What she likes to do. I think there is something you're not aware. You're just not aware. Or everyone has that. Everyone does. So, Angelo, my hobby is listen to stories. Who is telling the stories? That's interesting. Listening. Not you telling them. You just want to listen to them. How about writing them? I'm an introvert. Okay. My hobby is football, watching documentaries and podcasts. I like documentaries. I like documentaries because that's how you get to know things. And I know I like not necessarily documentaries. I like autobiography. Biographies and autobiography. I like those. I don't fancy movies. No, how about the movie, which one? The one about the start of Islam and all that. The Message. Do you know the movie The Message? Have you watched it? If you watch The Message, I think you're going to love movies. I'm talking to you, Yala. And I'm actually an extrovert. Okay, are you? You know what? You said you are an extrovert. An extrovert, Angelo. Guess what? When I ask for more videos, I want to see you in my videos. You know, we just did videos. We got to see people and they came out. And if you believe in an extrovert, I want to see you. That you are not, so you are not, you don't have an issue with recording a video. Angelo, you don't? Oh, you watched it. Do you love it? I love that movie, The Message, the video. Okay, my hobby is football. Do you know, I said the intention of doing this was also for me to get to know you more, or you to try to discover what you like, but also to see people who are connected. We just got another footballer now. Musa is a footballer. We had Fred. We had another one who said they would like football. So you connect and do your footballing. I don't know how you create a community. I'm actually extrovert, Angelo. Okay, so do you want me to move on? Did you cover all those? All of you didn't put what you care about. I mean, what you want to achieve in your careers. Because you are young, but what do you think is more important for you? Someone said they want to be the president. I don't know why they would want to be president. So, where do you see yourself 15 years from now? What will make you really, really happy? 15 years from now. Let's talk about it. 15 years from now, put your number on your age right now. What will make you really, really, really happy? If you achieved what? What would it be? What is it? Let's manifest some things here. What would make you very, very happy if it happened 15 years from now? 15 years from now, that's your life. For me, 15 years from now, I want to be a retired person, and maybe I'm not on YouTube anymore. I just watch what I left there. I have like 1,000 movies, more than 1,000. If it's gonna be 15 years from now, assuming I lived normally, nothing interrupted what I do, I'll have more than 1,000 movies, videos here, and I'm just maybe being invited somewhere, come talk to us or something like that would be good to share what I know. Like I say what I know and continue to learn, only this time in a different format. Maybe I wrote a book. Maybe I wrote about my life. Very, very interesting life. If I wrote it down in a book, it will be interesting. Okay, becoming a brand. Wow. Now that's big. That's big. Write it down. If I get rich and make my parents happy. Whoa, that's good, but that's a small goal. Angelo, that's small. Dream bigger. Put a bigger one. That's just about your parents. That's it. Get rich, make parents happy. That's you can achieve. That one you can achieve. You don't need 15 years, I'm telling you. You don't need 15 years to achieve that one. That's a small one. Okay, all I want to achieve is knowledge and money. Wow. Knowledge and money. And then what? Fred, let's assume you're very knowledgeable. You want to write books like Robert Kiyosaki, 19, and you got a lot of money. Then what? Okay, what next? What next? Knowledge, power, and money. Yes, power. Although I don't understand power. And Doreen, What is a powerful woman to you? Do you have an example of a woman you don't want to be like? How about you give me some names? You want to be like who? Do you have someone you look up to? Knowledge, power, and money. Doreen, how about you put out some names? Which person would you like to be like? If you said you want to be a brand, okay, Yala, you want to be a brand, like who? And then Angela, you said I get rich, like who? Fred, you want to achieve knowledge, like who? Knowledge, let's get some faces on there. Like I have PhD and a lot of business and investments. Yay, she's on the right side of the quadrant. I think all of you went to the right side. But I want to see bigger, something bigger than money. Something bigger than money. What do you want to represent? Like when they say so and so, that's everyone says that. Like how they said Nelson Mandela, what he did in prison, 27 years, fighting apartheid. So what do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? Have a PhD and a lot of business and medicine. Yeah, Zulaika, I didn't know you want to achieve PhD. Did I confuse you with Doreen? Doreen, you also wanted PhD, right? Did you say PhD too? By the way, I'm about to get to, I don't know how much time you have, but I wanted to go into details here of what I am suggesting we do in this community. Okay, 15 years from now, I want to be traveling countries, having a charity organization, helping as many people as I can. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Did I tell you, Fred, that every last weekend of August, here in USA, every last weekend of August, there is a convention, convention by Ugandans from all over the world. They come to USA. Maybe you'll be a very rich person that they can't deny you a visa. They say, I want to go to America, you come. You meet all of them. They come from different countries, they come here. Now, they choose every year which city, and they split. They had, I think, like a conflict or something. They have two now. They have two conventions going on the same weekend, and then they also have the Baganda one. It's a party. Is that what you want, Fred? Okay. Knowledge and money. Let's see. So as we are discussing this, Rebecca Kadaga. Okay. Put names on them. Put names. Remember me and my vision board? Go create a vision board and put what you want to happen. I'm telling you, it's called manifestation, and it's called use of the law of attraction and subconscious mind. You find now, Doreen, go find Rebecca Kadaga's photo and put it close to where you work. Close to where you are. You say, I want to be like that. I want to be successful like her. I don't know what she does. I know the name. If that's what you want. Who else is putting? Winnie Kiza and Winnie Kiza. Those are two people now. Are they the same? Are they the same people? Fred, what about you? You want to be like who? Who wants to be like Robert? It's going to take a while to be like Robert Kiyosaki. Writing 19 books. Okay, let's see. 15 years from now, I want to see myself with power, knowledge, authority, with money, just like Mark Zuckerberg. That's good. That's good. Mark Zuckerberg of Uganda. I want to have an app too. Because those kind of things, like Google, you see how they do? It's going to come in technology. Technology is going to do that. Are you into technology? Fred, coming to America? Yes. And maybe you'll be an invited guest. You know, even the government of Uganda sends some representatives to come and talk to the people. Because they come here from all over. They gather. Like it's the last weekend of August. Although coronavirus messed it up, but maybe next year they will come again. Okay, so let's see. Well, where's your name? Ahmed. Oh, Ahmed. Oh, yeah. Ahmed, welcome. I didn't acknowledge you. I hadn't noticed. 15 years. I read your comment, but I didn't see the name. Okay. Ahmed Kabuma, let me tell you something. All of you, we had a whole live here talking about the 10,000 hours. The 10,000 hours are real. Do you know those people? Who are the Apple guy, the one who died? What's his name? The one who started Apple? Do you know, even that Mark does it too. Do you know they don't even dress in fancy clothing anymore? They just wear t-shirts. They don't have time. So if you really want to be like those people, start behaving like those people right now. Right now. There's no time to waste. If you want to do like that, put in your 10,000 hours. They put more than 10,000, those people. If they went and read, that's why I like autobiographies. Because you hear people who likes, I don't know, do you know the person for this coffee guy? Starbucks? Starbucks. Who, do you know him? Because I have his book. I wrote his book, but when you hear the story of how he came up with Starbucks and what he had to go through and everything that happens, wow. Maybe you want to see them up there, but you don't know what they have to go through. It's a good dream, it's good, but you need to know you put in the 10,000 hours. Let me see. Oh yes, Steve Jobs, thank you. So, do you remember that he always wore those black t-shirts, those black? And they wear those because they don't even have time to think about what to wear. They make sure everything's the same. They just grab one, they put on their gun. Are you ready to be like that? Are you ready? I really appreciate the live BMK lead. Yes, and I would like to be just like him. Yes. I talked about him when he just died. Yeah, I'll automatically do so. Let me say something about that. Fred, you talked about BMK. People who knew BMK when he was starting out, do you know he was still behaving the same way? If you want to be like BMK, you know he's very well known for helping people. And when he was helping people, he didn't wait for them to ask. He knew what they wanted. So you have to be behaving like that now. You have to be doing that now. That's why I say, if you like to share with people, don't say, oh, I'll create an organization and be good and help people. Help them now. Do it right now. Because I have a whole video. I said, do it right now. Don't wait for the money to come. If you really, that's you like to help people, help them right now. You can help people with your time. You don't always have to use money. Because sometimes you say, someone said, let me see, yeah, I'll automatically do so. I watched Steve Jobs' movie, such an inspiring movie. Yes. What I wanted to say, people say, oh, when I grow up, when I have a lot of money, then I'll share, I'll help poor people. How about you start sharing a little bit of what you have right now? Because if you say, like the Christians say, share 10%, the Muslims, the percentage is less, it's 2.5. But if you say 10%, is it easier to give 10% of $10 or 10% of $10,000? Because $10, you give one. You give $1, right? But when you have 10,000, you give 1,000. So get in the habit of giving right now. When it's even easier, share what you have. The little you have, share it. And it's going to be blessed. Then you expand. That's what BMK was. People who know him, they'll tell you. He didn't do it now because he had the money. He did it all his life. That's why God blessed him with more. So how about we start now? Fred, let's start right now. There is that, when they talk about the law of attraction, I watched it. The lady, that book that I talked about, that she wrote this story, they say that helping out, there are some things you don't even talk about. You don't even talk about them. So you could be just walking around, like especially you're in Kampala, the whole place is like there's throw things here, there's throw things here. You could just say, grab it and clear the road. Do something just to give out, As you give out, more will come to you. Get in that habit. Helping people, especially elderly. You want to go fetch some water for the elderly person. Yeah, you are a young girl in the village. You go to say, you know what, this lady, I'm going to go help her wash her clothing. Go, she washes her hands, go do it. Spend an hour doing that. Because you can do it where you are, right now. Don't wait until I have the money and then do this. Let's do it right now. I talk too much time on that. Now, I know it's late over there, so I wanted to cover something. I always share the little I have with those I find and I can lay a hand with. Yes, that's good. So I wanted to understand here the people who care about what I do. The people who care about what I do. Because what I do, number one, You have to be, maybe let me take a poll. Those who are here, who likes to be a business owner? Who wants to be a business owner? Put me business. Let me see. Who wants to be a business owner? You know, a business owner has a different kind of mindset. They don't believe that whatever they do, they have to be paid right now. Robert was teaching us, you have to think of the long term. You don't want, you say, I just watched an hour. Who wants to be a business owner? Let me see. I'm recording your names here for a reason, because I want to create business. Okay, so that's it. Business. Okay, now that we identified who wants business, we have Zuleika, we have Doreen, and I am taking this. You see me calling you out in future. Okay, Zuleika, I put two times. You say, mommy business. Okay, Aula. That's it. How about the others? So Fred, you don't want business? Oh, Fred, you are not on here. Okay, I was wondering. Okay, let me say something. Those of you who are going to be business owners, we all know, Robert has told us, that's where, all those people who want to make big money, that's where it's going to come from. If you want to do, Doreen, I'm going to ask you, because in fact, Doreen and Zuleika, both of you. Oh, okay, Charles too. I'm going to ask Doreen and Zuleika, if you want to be business owners, then why are you putting PhD? Because those two don't go together. You know that? Do you know that? PhD and business, they rarely go together. So why do you put PhD and then you put business too? Because it's hard to do both. Because having a PhD takes a long time. Those 10,000 hours we talk about. So how are you going to do both? Maybe you need to explain it to me. The reason, okay, since you say business, all of you, how about who wants to be, remember I told you my dream? My dream is to establish something in Uganda or any other country. For those of you who watch me, you are not in Uganda. Most of my audience right now are in Uganda. But if you watch this and watch it later, wherever you are, if you are thinking about leaving your country to go to another one, so you work for some people and then, unless you are starting a business maybe, but you're going to work for some people, they're not going to treat you right, stuff like that, no respect. I'm saying please don't go, because I want us to start investing where we are. We start by learning what's in these books. You know, these books are always close to me. Once you master the principles, then we figure out how we work as a community. You know, that's the problem. The problem we have, we only think about ourselves, like one person. But if we thought about ourselves as a community, then we do it different. Because, like for example, who has an idea? Who wants to start something from scratch? An idea. Let me see if any one of you has something. But you know, don't put it in here, because if it's not protected, someone can steal your idea. Someone has an idea to start, like to invent something. I believe I can achieve them all. How? Zuleika, it's hard. Only if you don't know what PhD people do. You can achieve it all, but you won't be doing your very best. Because the time it takes you to get a PhD, by the time you come out, the ones who focus on business right now will be far away. I'm not discouraging you, by the way. I don't know what you want to achieve with it. So decide which one. I think you focus on one. Remember, Robert's dad was a PhD man. You're going to be, they're going to put you in the research and stuff. You're going to be an expert somewhere. Let us do the business. You come and invest in our businesses maybe. Okay, let me see. I believe I can achieve them all. Okay, I was asking, and the YouTube at the same time. Wow, okay, because that's where I was going. I was talking about, I'm trying to discover the people here who are business minded, but I'm asking who has something to invent, who can invent. I'll show you how we can be a community and support each other. You come up with your idea, you invent it, then you come to us and we invest in yours. We invest in your business. We are business owners too. I mean, we are investors in your business. Then later I come up with mine, then I come to you. I say, oh, you know what? It's time to invest in mine. We put 20%, or you put your 20% in there, you put your 10% in mine. Do you get it? What I'm trying to say? That you can all be supporting each other. These people in America, or all those other people who have money, they have their buddies. The people they go to, when they have an idea, they come. They come and tell them, let me see, Doreen, being a PhD holder is something everyone desires because it sets a unique mindset into an intellectual capacity of an individual. I'm so passionate about it. Yeah, then do that. Then that's your passion, Doreen. That's your passion. The way you just described that, focus on that. I believe in my family, I have how many? 2 PhD people. But you see that even when they are trying to become business people, they're actually not business people. They are PhD people. So focus on that and become an expert. They call you to go give speeches and research and all that. And you are our expert. We come to you to tell us what's going on in the industry. But if you're trying to do both, there'll be half-half. Let's see. I need financial intelligence. Then you are in the right place. We're going to be doing financial intelligence. Soon I'm finishing this book and we'll figure out something else to do after this one. If it's not, I'm not going to read a book page by page, the way I've been doing. But we figure out a way to still share financial knowledge in a faster way. This is too slow. I've been reading books for years. Okay, my business is better. But business is better. Yes, business is where the things are. How many millionaires do you know who got it from being PhD people? By the way, I'm not attacking PhD. I'm not. They are paid well, they are fine, but the success is more in the business and investing. But you can be a PhD and invest in the businesses. I'm trying to find people. Remember I told you my dream, I didn't finish it. To create a community where you are. You contact me, wherever you are. Contact me. I have an idea of a business I would like to start up, and I believe it's for centuries since it's always demanding. Okay, then that's it. Remember we said once you have that idea, there is then what problem are you solving? If you know the problem you are solving, then you find those people who have the problem, then that's it. And you invite us to invest. We invest in your company. Let's create a community that you can call us to come and invest. I chip in my million, another will bring the million, and another million. Then we finance your company. Then when mine comes, I call you. I say, oh, I have this one here. You bring. That's how they do it. You just add, again, you put 10%. Each person has the 10% or 5%. If you have many, some have like 1%. That's how you can do it, okay? And then maybe you make it public. We talked about public. You could make it public, invite the whole world to come and invest. Where is it located? Fred, is it going to be located in Uganda? Do you have a stock exchange in Uganda? Do you trade stocks in Uganda? Okay. Remember I asked who wants to do what I do? I'm trying to find people that dream of having like a calling center, some kind of center where you can work from where you are. So you don't have to go looking for jobs in another country. Who agrees with me that is possible? Please put, it's possible. I want to create where you can work your job there, where you are. Where you are. Doesn't matter. Right now I have more Ugandans, but it could be another country. But someone has to dream it. I'm dreaming it. Someone has to put it in action. Because now I'm not in Uganda. I've not been in Uganda for like 4 years now. The rich invent money. The poor and middle class. Oh, yes. yes. So who are those leaders? The leaders, because I'll have to end this, you have to sleep. Who are those leaders? Let me tell you. If you are going to be in this community that I'm talking about, the ones that are going to create those things, you have to have the knowledge in these two. These two, you have to know what Robert is talking about. That's the beginning. Now, to be in my real world, you also have to know what is in the Partner with Anthony program. Because it's very, very cheap and it has all the basics of internet. So, number 1, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You have to know that what is in that book. Number 2, Cash Flow Quadrant. Number 3, you have to know Partner with Anthony. Now, after you know those 3, then of course the business basics. When we're around each other, the business basics just come out because we have been running business for a while. Although it's not big yet, but I've been running for a while. I know the basics. I just share with you We go Zoom meeting, we go do whatever we need to do. Even here, we discuss business. So that's not, you don't have to go to school for that. We're gonna share right here. And then you decide which one of the social medias you want to master. Now I'm going to put it against your name. So we have YouTube, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have LinkedIn, but you have to have 2. Please put 2 against your name. Which one of those 2 do you want to master? Because me, I could share some courses. I already have some courses. Some I haven't even finished. I'm looking, what are you interested in? I'm going to pick 2. So I put them against your name here. Those who said you want to learn business, okay. Which one? It's time we mind our own business. Yes. So tell me the 2. You could say for me, if I were to choose, I would say YouTube and Instagram. If I had my name here, I would say YouTube and Instagram. So, but I need to find the TikTokers because that's where the action is right now. The results are in TikTok. So who wants to do TikTok? Okay, YouTube and Facebook. If you choose, Musa, if you choose YouTube and Facebook, add in Instagram. Because Facebook and Instagram, they go together. It's hard to separate them. So add Instagram too. But I could do Instagram without doing Facebook because I'm doing it. I'm doing YouTube and Instagram without doing Facebook. Facebook, I just have a group, but I don't get into the deep workings of Facebook. I just go into groups and that's it. Let's see. Yala, you said, I think I'm going to add Instagram for you. You need it. You need it. You can't escape from Instagram if you're in Facebook. They're connected. They own are the same. So Yala Musa is here. YouTube and Facebook, and I'm adding Insta for you. They are connected. Insta. Okay, let me see. Doreen, what is that? Twitter and YouTube. Okay, Fred, you're not gonna put TikTok, Fred. Fred, you need TikTok. That's where the action is. So I'm putting. You want Twitter, YouTube. I think TikTok, so Fred. You need action now because it's very hot. That's where people are getting results. Twitter and YouTube. So who else? All the rest, the business people. Where are you? Give me what you want. Because I want us to have people who have mastered these. So when you master these, YouTube and Twitter, Doreen, okay. YouTube, Doreen, where is Doreen? YouTube, Twitter. Do you know what? Okay, YouTube, anyone who put YouTube and you put another one, guess what we're going to do? You go master that. We watch your videos. When you are on YouTube, we know that, okay, Fred, when Fred is on YouTube, he's going to be talking about what? Fred said he's going to be talking about Twitter. Okay, if he chooses some videos about Twitter. So we learn Twitter from you. Me, when I'm here, I'm talking about YouTube. You learn from me, the YouTube tips. Then someone is doing Twitter, maybe, no, you said YouTube and Twitter. I don't think any of you is going to be an expert in YouTube yet. So you're going to master the others, okay? You master the others. Do you know Instagram is changing? Did I mention? Instagram is changing. Someone was saying that it's changing. It's going to be like YouTube because it's going to be targeting, going by targeting people, targeting like what you care about. They make sure they show you posts that whatever your account is about. That's why you need to make sure it's very clear what you care about on your page. So that is changing. It's already changing. I can see it. So it's not about who you are following. It's about what you care about and what they care about. They bring it in your face. The way YouTube does it. So they're already doing it. So it's changing. So we need someone like that who's going to bring the news to say, you know what? This one is changing. How about LinkedIn? No one mentioned LinkedIn. Oh, LinkedIn is what? Leica. Okay. By the way, this is serious. You're going to do it. So we create a community. So we have Instagram. Did you know that? I just told you something new is happening in Instagram and LinkedIn. So who else can do LinkedIn? Because that's for professionals. We need it. We need it. How about Pinterest? You know Pinterest? Pinterest? By the way, is this too late for you? We can continue this conversation another time, but I'm looking for people, and those of you, I don't know, because there's something I want to start like right now. By the way, Aula, you are here? Aula, you said yes, me. Meaning what? YouTube and Twitter. Doreen, I think I wrote that already, right? Yes. What about Aula? What are you going to learn? We need people who know these things in a deeper way, by the way. All those social medias, all those, they have deep things that are hidden. You want the gems, they call them the gems. Okay, you know Fred, but do you know the deep, you know how to use it, but do you know how they operate, the algorithm? You have to know how the algorithm works if you're going to share tips with us. So, yeah, I wrote, you choose, stick with what you picked. I gave you TikTok. You didn't like it, Fred? Okay, all of you who is here, I want to test something out, like immediately. I want to test out that someone in Uganda can actually do something over here. Yes, yeah, but you can't learn all about them, Fred. You can't do all of them at the same time. There's a lot to learn. So you have to focus on some. You can't, they tell you that if you focus on all of them, you'll never know all of them. That's why I used to be in Instagram at the beginning. Then I came to YouTube. And I'm trying to learn YouTube more. So I'll be the one sharing the YouTube tips. But all of you studied those because I put some time in YouTube. Yes, that's where the action is. Okay, please, Simon, you didn't put earlier. I didn't see Simon responding. So Simon, TikTok, please. But Simon, are you going to learn on the TikTok or YouTube too? Because you're going to add in, you have to be on video to show us. And then other people are going to watch you too as you share those tips. Okay, please, TikTok, Fred, TikTok. I didn't see Simon as a YouTuber. Do you want to do YouTube, Simon? Because if you like TikTok, I'm looking for people who are going to record videos about those things they're discovering. So for me, if I want to know what's new in TikTok, I just come to your video. Who's going to learn it to that level? To know the tips. Are you going to be on YouTube, Simon? I'm putting YouTube for you too. Because you can't share it if you're not recording videos, right? Okay. Now, what we do, all of you, Luanga, what did you say? You are, are you late? Musa, what's going on? You showed up here, I think, and then went. Yes. So, what I'm trying to create, and why I chose for us to talk about this, so we create a community where we have experts in your fields, okay? Then you are recording these videos. Of course, we are coming to watch them. When we come to watch them, we are supporting your channel. But I'm also wanting to create virtual assistants. I called it create. Because once you become an expert in that area, then there is demand in the other countries. And my job would be to connect you to those people who need you, or you can go to Fiverr. Fiverr also, you can register yourself to help other people. But me, I could be interacting with people who need you. I say, you know what? I have a community over here. They can, because the challenge you have would be to be paid. How do you get paid? Because in Uganda, you have to be either direct to your bank account or PayPal, those kind of things. Here, that's how they pay. So if you don't have a way for them to pay you, it could be a little bit hard. So we can figure out how to do it so that I'm trying to establish like a connection where people can discover you and you can discover them and you supply, you work for them, but you are over there. That's where I'm taking this. That's where I want to take it. I don't know if you care about that. Do you like it, the idea? After we become a pool of experts in these things that we are mastering, then we start, you know the challenge about running these things? People have to care about, to trust you with their passwords. Someone to allow you to log into their YouTube channel. So, but if I'm here, and I know all of you, and I know, okay, Fred, I don't know if Fred you want to do that. I think Fred you want to be independent. But maybe the others, I don't know that Fred you want to work for someone else. Okay, if you buy the idea, who wants to lead it in Uganda? This idea. Because I was talking to someone about it, and they said that the challenge in Uganda, why they don't put there these kind of things, is that your internet is slow. Is that true? Is your internet slow? Someone said that maybe in Tinder, maybe, where is the fast internet in Kampala? Yes, you are still here. No. I'm sorry, I'm confusing you with someone else. I'm sorry, Musa. There is someone else with Musa name. I thought he was the one who was appearing. Sorry. What's his name? Let me find another Musa. We have another Musa. He's not here today. My brain took me to that name. I thought he was the one that he's here. We have another Musa. Do you know the name? The other one we have in here? On this list, there is a different Musa. That's not you. Okay, let me see what you're saying. Sometimes, not all the time. Okay, and yet, and very fast. What do you mean, Fred? My internet is strong. Okay, how do you get your internet? Because I'm really serious. This thing I'm talking about, if you could have a place in Uganda where the internet is fast enough and people can go be there and work, then you can start a way to get work from here to there. Remember? So you don't have to go. Let me do a sample. How much do you have to make in Uganda shillings for you not to worry about going to another country? At the beginning, not like to cover your expenses and you are fair okay. To see if this idea can work. Because you are competing with Philippines. That's where the work is going. Oh, so Mukono is good. Is better internet, Fred? So, how much money? Let me see if this idea makes sense. Because I'm thinking about it seriously. I could be wrong. How much would a person be paid to feel fairly okay in Uganda right now? And to say, you know what, I don't have to go to Dubai, I don't have to go to these other countries. How much would it be? At the beginning, like when you're starting out, like starting salary, how much would it be in Uganda shillings? Because when I see that, I'll see if my idea is possible or not. Because you're competing with another country. There is a girl who wants me to hire her right now. Yes, Mukono is far. But someone was talking about Ntinda. Ntinda? Who knows about Ntinda? Where is good internet in Uganda? Did you say 2 million a month? So Fred, what kind of job pays 2 million in the private sector? Do we have a job paying 2 million in the private sector? You respond to me. Who makes 2 million in Uganda right now? Which jobs? Fred, I'll ask you. Do you know some people making 2 million every month? What are they doing? What are their titles? And which companies do they work for? Because I think, Fred, you are talking like a business owner. I want to talk like you could walk somewhere and ask for a job, and it's a good job. They pay you, and you are fair, okay? You can pay your rent, you can pay like basics. Okay, this discussion is not picking up steam. Doctors? No. I'm talking about people like us. Please, you are not taking me seriously. Because if you took me seriously, you'd support this. It could help some people. To be fairly okay, okay, how much would you be making to know that you are paying your rent? You are like the basic. Most of you are not like with big families or all that. Children, do you? Do you have children already? Okay, Fred, you want to be paid like a doctor? Seriously? Musa, please, give me a number. I'm serious. I'm doing some research. That's why I scheduled this today. I want to see if this idea works. Okay. I think I've never been employed before, so I can't speak on behalf of those who have been. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Okay, Ashraf and Musa, please help me out. I'm talking about you people. You with your skills right now. Not a doctor, because you're not doctors. With your skills. If you walked in a place and they know, okay, that place pays fairly okay. How much is it a month? With your skills. Maybe I should have said that. With your skills. You're not going to be a doctor tomorrow, are you? News anchors? Because I'm trying to create something in Uganda. So, but I'm not encouraged so far. I'm not. Because these are called virtual assistants. Like you, for example, you could be supporting, like me, the way I am right now. I could be having someone managing my YouTube, my stuff, all that, but managing it from there, from Uganda. Okay, so 1 million. So if someone is paid 1 million, they'll be happy, right? Yes, Fred, I don't know your lifestyle. Your expenses monthly so that you can focus on this job, and then, because when you are paid, like if you created this, what I'm talking about, and you know your bills are paid, okay, you're not worried about that. Then you start being creative, saving a little to create your own. You start creating your own economy. But you know that from what you do, the 8 hours a day, you pay your bills. But then, or maybe you have a little left. You start creating your own thing. Because like affiliate marketing, you don't have to start with too much. You can start slowly. So I don't know that you are buying the idea though. Aula, you say you are discussing, well, I don't see your input. How much would it be for you to take a job and say, you know what, this is good enough, now I can settle and create my own business? Remember, the goal is for you to, as you work this job, you are creating your own business. Okay, so 1 million. And that 1 million includes what? Who buys the transport and lunch? Who pays for that? Lunch, transport. Who pays for that? I'm waiting. You know, I see so many people on, but I don't see many responding here. Doreen, you are not responding. How much would you take as a salary right now? Oh, all inclusive. So when they pay you a million, you cater for your own transport and your lunch, right? Doreen, how much do you work for? I'm looking for someone to hire, but you're not encouraging me. I was trying to start a project in Uganda, but I'm not encouraged now. In fact, I'm discouraged. We don't have enthusiasm. Okay, who is interested? Who here is connected to Masaka, the city Masaka? Yes. But who here is interested? If the job in Masaka, who would go do it? This kind of job? If it was in Masaka, who would go and live in Masaka and do it? Masaka town. Okay. 800 to 2 million. That's a big range, Doreen. So how much would you take? If I said today that I have a job in Masaka, who would pack the bags and go do it? And how much? Masaka town. And I'm serious. Okay, now I'm hearing things that make sense. Okay. So then I'm negotiating live on YouTube. What if the job gave you somewhere to stay? You didn't have to rent. Then how much? If it gave you where to stay and it also gave you internet and you didn't have to pay for transport. You have where to stay. You don't have to pay for data, but you cater for food, your own food only. And I mean the basics, but you don't pay anything else. How much would it be? No, I don't like depends on the contract terms. That's what we are talking about right now. Fred, that's what we are talking about. I'm just telling you, and I'm serious. Who can pack bags and go to Masaka if there was something to do? But you want to do your PhD. Even it's like, I want to do a PhD. So how are you going to do that? But you know that's not 700. That's not 700,000. I think you meant 700,000. I'm not joking, okay? All these things I've been talking about, I'm not joking. I want us to test out a place where people can do work from here and we see how it works. Is the internet fast enough? Can they sit and do the work? Because remember, it's virtual. No one is checking on you. Can you produce the work? That means you are independent. Who is independent enough here that you don't need supervision? If you are told to go do this and that, no one needs to check on you. You do the work. Who here is independent? A PhD not now. PhD has to be now. Because when you finish your first degree, you better go back quickly and start on your master's and all that. Or you're going to get tired. Life is going to come and interrupt that. Once you have that mindset, I'm rooting for you to continue. Don't get lost in Masaka, no. You said meet for what? You want to go to Masaka? I'm looking for someone ready to pack the bags. We start this project. Later, when we grow it and we bring international companies, you'll be the boss because we created it together. Who is going to create it? We start with 1, then 2, then 3. You first go be there, then I'll send you some more. Who is that? So you want to do 700, but you don't pay rent. Without rent, that's a lot. That's a lot. And it's starting. If you are starting out, you cannot start on that. I'm ready, Fred? No, Fred, you've never been employed. I want to hire you. Fred, you are disqualified. You are disqualified. I don't really. I'm serious. I'm very, very serious. Someone who can go and have the discipline to work 8 hours a day. The rest of the time, what you do is up to you. And then I'll support you to create your own thing. Because you're going to have some access to some things. And then you use that knowledge and start create yours. Create something. Okay, I'm going to talk to you after this. I'm serious. But remember, I have a bigger dream. I have a bigger dream of testing it out. So if you are the first one to go, you try to do it. We see the results we get. If it is really good, we add number 2 and we add number 3, and soon we are talking to other companies, but it's all based in Masaka for now. By the way, I'm originally from Masaka. That's why you see me talking Masaka a lot. I'm not a fan of the Kampala city. It's too overcrowded. Whenever I come to Kampala, I can't wait to come back here. It's too overcrowded. You saw this when I'm driving the car, like the space is all open. When I'm in Kampala, the last time I came, we had to park a car in Mengo at the masjid, at the masjid to come shop in Alum Street. I said, what's this? You can't even drive your own car to go through. No, I didn't like it at all. So I prefer Masaka. I'm not a Kampala person. I lived in Kampala for a while, but I don't like it. Okay, so, I'm serious. We're going to have a pioneer. The first one who is going to do it, I'm going to talk to you privately to see who can really do this. And you remind me, which softwares, those of you who offer to go to Masaka, which of these do you want to master? I want someone who's going to master Instagram and YouTube. I'll give you a course that you're going to go through, my own course. Then you use those tips to try doing YouTube. But you know, I'm so sorry to say what I'm about to say. Ugandans have a reputation of not being good employees. That when they come, they are looking for what they can take away. They are looking for what they can benefit. Like, for example, if you come, I show you all the tricks. Okay, this is what you do, this is what you do. Then soon, you don't want to do my work anymore. You are doing your thing, and soon you are doing like crazy things. Now you have all the passwords and everything. You start misbehaving. Is that how you people are? They say they bring it here too, to America. They do. So it's not a good name, actually. They talk about Uganda not in a very good way. Do you know that's why you see that these programs, they block out countries? For those reasons. They like honest people. You have to be an honest person. You have to care about what you do. Someone is paying you to do a work, do it. And they can support you too. You can create your own thing, but still being honest over here. Okay? So how many volunteers do I have? I mean, how many, no, not volunteers. People who want to go to Masaka, again, put it, now that I just put that in, put your names again, because I'm going to interview you. Masaka offer. Who? Start over. After all what I just said, it cannot be more than 500. I did tell you that. Not more 500,000 for a start if you have somewhere to stay. Not more than 500,000. You have internet. And you have somewhere to stay. All you care about, and you don't need transport. There's no transport cost. So 500 for a start. Who will take it? You work 8 hours a day. If you do a very good job, you get a bonus at the end. So who is it? I don't see the names. Oh, you stopped? Afraid I'm not going to hire. I told you. You're going to be in here. You're going to be in the internet. I want you to be a digital marketer. I'm not hiring you. So who else? They are gone? What happened? It's dry. I'm waiting because I was shortlisting here, but I offered 500. Okay, we have Simon. Fred, we're going to do big things over here. We are in Kampala. We are in the internet. For you, you are a digital marketer. YouTube, focus on the YouTube channel. Focus on TikTok. I'm here. Okay, who else? So we only have Simon now. Where are the other contenders? They left? Simon, you're the only one left. Let's talk after this, and I mean it. Come on the phone. We talk. Where are the rest? So Fred, you're gonna live in Mukono and go to Masaka? Is that what you're saying? Okay, for those of you who watch this later, please, I was negotiating, but I want to create something. If you're in another country that's not Uganda, contact me. But the basics, to be in my world, you have to know these books. What's in these books? I have the videos on here, and you have to learn a program I call Partner with Anthony. You have to know those basics. You have to know the basics of Instagram and YouTube and maybe Twitter, LinkedIn, like at least 2 of those. Master them really good. And we want to create either virtual assistants or whatever comes out of this. I just want people to stay where they are. Stay where you are. You don't need to go to another country. And slowly you can build something. Maybe you have a job. At some point, you don't have to quit your job. Still do your job. But you could slowly, you create something for yourself. I'll support you. Find me. I'm Sherifa Nakalema on Facebook, Instagram. You say, especially if you're in another country. If you're not in Uganda, find me when you get on this video. I want to support people where they are because the internet is everywhere, right? And when you are selling this internet, when you do affiliate marketing, you just promote other people's products. You promote them in another country. You don't have to be selling to your people. You can promote as long as you are committed. You have the business mindset. Find me. So those people. Oh, Simon. Okay. So I guess I'm going to talk to Simon. Friend, I can talk to you, but I think it will be a joke. Okay, I'm closing this one. At some point we'll continue with this conversation. It's really late, 10:30 p.m. in Uganda. It's really late. We'll continue it. Some of you, when you watch this and you know me, you have my WhatsApp, text me. We'll continue the conversation. Okay, I think I'm getting off. Sorry, this was late. I had to work. I had to go to work far away. Then coming back, the traffic was slow. But I still made it, and I was here. Okay, good night. Most of you watching me are in good night. Those of you come later, Support this by sharing it, that I'm here to support people who want to take their lives to the next level. Tell them this channel, share. They can find me everywhere. Okay? Bye-bye. Simon, if you are awake, I want to talk to you.